We've been with 5K now for over a year, and the service has been fantastic. With our previous agency, it was really difficult to get somebody to speak to. We would often have calls with them. We would only get to speak to an account manager. We wouldn't get to speak to the person actually running the ads. With 5K, the difference is night and day. We have video calls with them. We get to see the people who we're actually working with. We get the whole team together. They all come on the call with us, and we actually get to speak directly to the people who are actually doing the work, which means if we have a question, they can answer it right there on the spot rather than having to go check with somebody and get back to us at a later date.
Will you find out the answer and get back to me?
I'll have my team get back to you.
They can give us the instantaneous answer and sometimes even make changes that they've done right on the call. They've been able to fix stuff for us live, which is really great. And that's the way marketing moves. You need to be able to make those changes as fast as possible. My name is Justin Tomney. I'm the president and CEO here at Ultra-Bright Lightz. We are an e-commerce company that sells emergency vehicle lighting, primarily to first responders around the country, such as volunteer firefighters. We've been in business now for 17 years. And if you ever see a volunteer responding to their firehouse or to a scene of an accident, hopefully those are our lights. Before 5K, we were experiencing a number of different issues. We just came off the heels of the Facebook and Apple iOS changes, and that had a significant impact on our revenue, as well as just not being able to keep up with the speeds of everything that needed to be done internally. We were doing a lot of our own marketing in-house, as well as working with a different agency. We were doing our own content generation, our own Facebook ads, our own SEO, and our agency that we were previously working with was doing our Google ads. But we often got bogged down internally and with the agency we were working with, and just not being able to keep everybody at the same speed. You know, marketing is like the spokes of a wheel, and when all the spokes aren't spinning at the same pace, the wheel starts to get wobbly, and that's for sure where we were. The agency that we were previously working with, who was running our Google ads, was often very unresponsive. It was difficult to get them on the phone. It was difficult to get them to make new changes, and we didn't actually find this out until we switched to 5K, but a lot of what they were doing was actually quite outdated. They weren't running any performance max. They were doing manual bidding. Switching over to 5K really allowed us to scale up our Google ads, and within just a few weeks, we immediately saw the results of their efforts. They also allowed us to outsource some of our SEO, which was being done in-house. We had a very small team trying to manage that, and as you can imagine, it wasn't working very well. So that was something else we switched over to 5K, and again, almost immediately, we saw significant results. Currently, 5K is managing all of our Google ads, which of course includes our YouTube ads, our on-page Google ads, etc. They also manage our SEO for us. They have a great backlinking strategy. They've done some of our on-page SEO. And in addition, we just ramped up, and now they just started running TikTok ads for us, as well as started a cold outreach email campaign, which are still pretty early, but we're seeing some great results there, especially from our TikTok ads. We have set up with Conklin a bi-weekly video call where we get to meet with a couple different team members. The call changes every couple of weeks in terms of what the topics are, but for the most part, we're meeting with someone from the Google Ads side, and as well as someone from the SEO side, as well as our account manager, and occasionally one or two other people as well. Having these calls, we really get to dive into the numbers and get a live view of what's going on, make any changes. Sometimes they'll have us review ads right there on the spot. We can pick up if there's any changes that need to be made, and we can get those changes implemented right away. In the past year that we've been with 5K, the results have been tremendous. We've increased our ROAS almost double from what it was previously. And we've just been able to ramp up and get into new avenues like TikTok and cold email campaigns. I think before 5K, these options just weren't available. And now with their team and all their expertise, we're able to grow into new avenues that we haven't been able to get into before. I wouldn't say 5K is just delivered on what they promised. I think they've gone above, and the experience has been much better than they promised. And I think for anyone considering switching to 5K, I would say it's definitely a no-brainer. The results are going to speak for themselves, and just give it time, and you're going to undoubtedly feel the same way I do.